adopting telemonitoring for home non-invasive ventilation, particularly for COPD patients, has allowed us to start to provide evidence-based medicine for these patients in a realistic fashion. We wouldn't be able to provide the therapy to the number of patients that we currently are if we didn't have a telemonitoring facilitated service. The burden on our service would be too high. The main barrier that we've faced was information governance and our trusts, IT departments, e-health departments, understanding of the security measures that there are underpinning telemonitoring solutions. I think a lot of lessons have already been learned, and I think that GDPR, while it's been a challenge, has also provided a framework that has forced people to resolve a lot of the uncertainties and anxieties that there were. I think for most organisations, those implementation, information governance concerns are resolved, and I think there's also the expertise out there now, the knowledge base to resolve them for any organisations that are looking to adopt haven't yet been able to overcome those hurdles. The short answer to that is no, but I think you have to explain it properly to the patients. Okay? I think suggesting that they will be continuously monitored or that someone unseen will be looking at their data would be something that anyone would be anxious about. Okay? But explain to the patients that we're using it to help assist our care rather than overtake or replace clinical interactions, and that we're able to see data that lets us optimise their management but reduce their time to travel, number of attendances at the hospital or risk of admissions to hospital is a very strong argument. Okay, with that simple explanation, individualised to the patient in front of you, we've had no refusals for accepting remote monitoring of non-invasive ventilation. So I think telemonitoring remote management is an enabler of care. So it allows us to access therapy treatment for more patients, and that's a strong argument to begin with. I think it can strengthen the individual patient-clinician relationship, and even though it may mean that face-to-face communication or telephone communication is reduced, is minimised, patients take great comfort from that reassurance that someone is checking or is able to see some data to help them judge whether all is well or whether something needs changed. Feedback from patients informally and structured fashion about the patient-clinician relationship that's been enabled by telemonitoring has been very strong, and as a clinical team we feel it's been a very positive experience for us with our interactions with the patients also. So there's some really exciting early data emerging from other centres suggesting that the signals that you get from telemonitoring of non-invasive ventilation might be able to help you predict exacerbations and hospitalisations. So that gives us the opportunity to consider how we might change our service model from a reactive, failure-driven one to a proactive, preventative one. If we can see the first signs of an exacerbation coming, the length of time that a patient will usually wait from onset of symptoms to seeing a healthcare provider and getting treatment for a COPD exacerbation is 6 days. If we can see those signals earlier, then we can empower, facilitate, advise self-management, or we can access, surface that data so we can get actionable insights and community respiratory review rather than an emergency hospital admission, and that's the most important thing for the patients. Data presented earlier this year in the European Respiratory Journal is that patients less hospitalisations, less exacerbations as their main desire in their COPD management. I think we're just learning about that, and I think we've got a way to go to fully understand that. I think probably these parameters will be individualised and that they will not be absolute numbers but a change from the baseline of the patient. From the early data, it's looking like the respiratory rate and the usage patterns and perhaps the obstructive patterns are things which might predict there has been a change, a deterioration in a patient's respiratory status. But this is early data, there's more work to be done. So I think we need a system that the end users are better able to access, just to help further enable routine clinical care. So by that I mean the fact that the data in one cloud-based platform or from another monitoring solution, these need to be integrated. They need to be integrated with a patient-owned electronic health record, which is accessible to the clinician, but then it's individualised to the problem in front of them. For instance, the data that you would want to see when doing a routine review of a patient with home non-invasive ventilation with motor neuron disease is probably somewhat different configuration to that which you would want to see in a patient with COPD who maybe have an exacerbation. And I think we have to work as academic clinicians with innovators, small and medium enterprise, and with larger suppliers